Hey y'all. Yes, I'm live. You wanna come say hi? Come look who's here. It's Ray Ray. What's up? Oh. She gave me money. What you want me to do with this? Oh. Okay. Okay. If y'all are here, say hi to me. I don't know why I can't why my comments not coming up. There we go. Wait a minute. There you go. It's a lot of y'all here. Hey. Okay. Hey. All right, listen up. I got a lot of shit to say. All right, so first of all, I got a phone call a little while ago. Y'all know all my lives and stuff are truly inspired by my real life interactions with folks. Oh, check this out, y'all. These are my earrings. My powerhouse earrings. You see? Y'all like them? Okay. My real life interactions with all of the beautiful, amazing women that I coach. I had a mother tonight. She's a single mom, and she said to me, she was in tears, and she said, "Coach, I'm just fucking tired. I'm tired. I'm tired." And without even thinking about it, that's how I know it didn't come from me. It came from the spirit. I said, "You're not tired. You're uninspired." That's what I said. And all of a sudden, I was taken back to a moment in my life. I had gone through a divorce. I'm a single mother with 4 children, okay? And I was dealing with being a single mom. I was dealing with my anger, my resentment towards my ex-husband, who at the time was not involved in our children's lives, was not helping me, was not providing child support, anything. I was struggling. On every level, in every area of my life. My confidence was shot. Um, uh, it was like my whole identity was called into question because I was no longer a wife. I no longer owned a branding and marketing, an award-winning branding and marketing firm. It was so much that I was dealing with. I lost my mother. I lost my father. My brother and I was at odds. We weren't speaking to each other. And my brother and I had the best sibling relationship of any siblings I've ever known. We never argued, fought, fight, bickered, nothing. Our whole lives, okay? It was a lot going on. My money was fun. My money was hilarious, okay? It wasn't even funny. It was hilarious. And I remember crying out to God that I was tired. God, I'm just tired. I'm just tired. And in that moment, I saw a vision for my life, a vision for my future. I'm about to get emotional. And all of a sudden, I wasn't tired anymore. I was fired up. I was excited. I was inspired. I want you to know that you are not tired. What you are is focused on all the wrong shit. It's time for you to paint a new future for yourself, a new vision for your life, for what you want. It's time for you to get excited again, to get into a place of being grateful that you still are alive and kicking, being grateful for all that you do have and for all that you can become. Get excited about your life. Give yourself something to be excited for, and you won't get tired. That was how I was able to build this empire of Bye Bye Belly. It's because no matter how hard the work was, no matter if I was on coaching sessions from 6 a.m. to 2 a.m. every single day, I never felt tired. People used to say, you need to go to sleep. Steph, you got to go to sleep. You got to get some rest. I couldn't rest. I was too excited. I remember watching the episode of Making the Band back in the day. Y'all remember that? Making the Band? And they came, Diddy showed up at the little apartment where they were all staying, and they were all passed out sleep. And he was like, what the fuck? Like, how are you asleep? How are you asleep? You have the opportunity of a lifetime right now. Your dreams are coming true right now, and your ass is asleep. How are you asleep? And I promise you, that's how I felt when I was launching Bye Bye Belly and building it up to what y'all see it as today. I couldn't sleep. I was excited. I was excited. It's time for you to get excited. It's time for you. Seriously, sit down. Meditate. Turn on some meditation music, or just sit down with a pen and a paper, or get you a vision board, or whatever the hell you got to do to sit down and get inspired. Go look on Instagram. You know, they say don't compare your life to people on social media. Well, maybe you need to. Maybe you need to go on social media and see all these images, whether they true or not, of people living their best damn life, and get inspired by that, and know that the only thing that's stopping you from living your best life is you. It's not anything that's happened. Nothing that has happened is stopping you from living your best life. What is stopping you is you using all the shit that happened to you as an excuse for why you are not living your best life. It's time for you to get excited. Get excited. Once you get excited, you won't be tired anymore. Get excited. So that's the first thing I got to say. The second thing I got to say, this is what I posted. I'm going live because I was on YouTube, and y'all know they had the little suggested, videos. And y'all know I work with women all day, all night. It's my mission, and I absolutely love it. I feel so grateful that I get to touch so many women's lives, and they get to touch mine, because they do just as much as I touch theirs. And of course, I deal with a lot of women who are struggling with their weight issues and feeling insecure about themselves and their bodies, because hello, the company is Bye Bye Belly, right? So I was on YouTube, and a suggested video came up, and it was a woman, and the title of the video said, I'm obese and unattractive, undateable. And I couldn't even get through like the first 2-3 minutes of it, because it just made me bust out in tears. I felt so bad for her. And so I have a message for women. I don't care what your issue is. I don't care what you see your issue is when it comes to dating, finding love, or whatever. I don't care if you feel like you're too fat, you're not cute enough, you're not smart enough, whatever the fuck you feel your issue is. I want you to understand that you deserve, you deserve love. You deserve a great love. You deserve a love that makes you feel safe and protected. You deserve a love you don't got to beg for. You deserve a love you don't got to fight for. You deserve a love you don't have to prove you are worthy of having. I want you to understand that. And if you don't feel like you do, Don't date until you start feeling that. But what you're not going to do anymore after you hear this message is accept anything less than the very best for you. There's no more settling. If you feel like you had to beg, if you have to prove your worth, yourself to somebody, then I want you to prove yourself to you. I want you to step away from even thinking about dating, fall in love with you. Okay? Fall in love with you. Because I promise you, a happy you by yourself is better than a miserable you with somebody else. I promise you. You can go and have as many friends as you want. You can go have fun with other women. You can, your children. But what you cannot do is allow somebody to treat you less than. Because you do not have to settle for that. It's a choice. It's a choice. And your decision to settle for it is only going to attract that to you. You get to decide that, you know what? What if I'm not? Okay? How about this? What if you are not attractive enough to have the love that you want? What if you're not? What if you are too fat? What if you are too stupid? What if, whatever it is, what if you are? That does not mean that it's okay for you to settle for being treated like shit or treated less than what you desire. So what you should do instead is just say, no, I'll just be single. How about that? I'll just be single before I beg somebody to treat me right. How about that? I'm looking for something. So I have a new assistant, and she kind of reorganized my desk. So my little wisdom cards are not here. I know they are. I wanted to pull some messages for y'all. I wanted to pull some messages, but that is what I wanted to say. I want women, especially, and it's men too. It's men too who get dragged through the mud and treated poorly by women because they don't know their own worth or value, or they truly believe that they aren't worth much or valued much. Listen, I be goddamn. I'd rather be alone, and you should too. Rather be alone. And through that process of you being okay with being alone, my prayer for you is that you would learn to love yourself enough that you don't need anybody else to. And you, through that process, you're much more likely to attract what you actually want for yourself and desire for yourself. Thank you, Ada, for all the hearts. And EJ, I love you. All right, y'all. That was my whole lot of shit I had to say. So this is what I want you to do. Logically, sis. Logically, you know what you want in a relationship. You know that you want a man who calls you and makes plans. A man who says, I was thinking about you and I bought tickets to this concert for Friday night. I want to take you. You know you deserve a man who won't come and shovel your snow. I made a post about that today. You know what you want. You know what you want. I want you to decide that in every area of your life, in romantic relationships, in friendships, in business, with your money, with your kids, that you're no longer going to just accept whatever it is as whatever it is. No, you're going to get excited about creating the life that you imagine having for yourself, and you're going to get excited about becoming. Do you know you can literally become anything you want? Look at Kim Kardashian. We're not even going to go there. You can become anything you want. You just got to have a plan and decide that you're going to become that. This is what I'm going to become. And I'm going to build on it every day, every week, every month, every year, and expand my vision year after year, grow it, and become it. And become it. It's people who have, I mean, the Kardashians, look at them. It's like, seriously, I don't like talking about them, but they literally like created themselves. Like, they took their faces, they got new faces, they got new bodies, they got everything, new identities. They created a whole new identities for themselves, really, truly. And look at them now. You can decide that too. Anything you want. It's time for you to stop wishing and waiting and saying, this is what I want for myself. I wish I had this kind of life. I wish I had this kind of body. I wish I had this kind of relationship. And just figure out what are the steps to get there. What do I need to do so that a year from now, I'm no longer wishing for this, but it's mine. It's who I am. It is what is mine. That's what you need to do. Get inspired. I love you.